reflection of light at curved surfaces. In the previous class, we learned about the image formation on the concave mirrors. Image formation on the concave mirrors, and how many situations we discussed. In those situations, each and every time the image is formed. Then, is there any chance to not form the image while we are keeping the object in front of the mirror? Is there any chance or not? We shall discuss today. During the experiment, did you get any positions where you could not get image on the screen? So we have drawn 4 type of situations. We have learned in the first situation, when the object is in front of the mirror, the parallel ray, and after the incident on the mirror, and it is going through the focal point of the mirror, and the second light ray which is going through the focal point of the mirror after the incident is and reflected back parallel to the principal axis. Here the image will be formed. The tip of the candle, the image of the tip of the candle here is formed at point A. And now here, is there any chance to not form the image in front of the mirror? We shall learn today. The first ray will start from the tip of the object. Consider the case shown in the figure. The candle object is placed at a distance less than the focal length of the mirror. So first, have a look here. The object is placed. Okay, consider a concave mirror. Take a concave mirror, and what is this? This is a principal axis, and this one is pole of the mirror. And just think, this is the focal point of the mirror, and this one is the center of curvature. And where does the object is kept here? Where does the candle is kept here? Before the focal point. Before the focal point, the candle is kept here. And what is the first light ray? We have drawn each and every situation. The first light ray is parallel light ray. What is the first light ray? Parallel light ray we have drawn, and this parallel light ray is incident on the concave mirror surface, and after incident it will reflected back through the focal point of the mirror. Through the focal point of the mirror. And what is the second light we have to draw according to the rules of laws of reflection? The second light ray will be going through the focal point of the mirror. Just try to draw this one. Sample if any light ray, and the object is kept here, and the light, this is the focal point. If the light ray is going through the focal point of the mirror, and is there any chance to meet the mirror surface for this light ray? Means there is no chance to meet the surface of the mirror for this light ray, because this light ray is going away from the mirror. That's why there is no chance. That's why we are going to the third light ray. What is the third light ray? We have taken here the light ray which is going through the center of curvature. The light ray which is going through the center of curvature, this is the light ray we are taking. And why we are taking this? Even this one is also not going through back, but here, and when the light ray, which light ray is going through the center of curvature, after incident on any surface, it will comes back with the same path. It will comes back with the same path through the center of curvature, and that's why we can extend this light ray. We can extend this light ray through the mirror. We can extend this light ray in the way of mirror. That's why. And here the light ray is meeting here, and this first light ray is also meeting the mirror. And look there, the image is forming or not. The first ray will start from the tip of the object and run parallel to the axis and get reflected as to pass through the focal point. This one is easy to draw. The second ray that we choose for earlier ray diagram is the ray coming from the tip of the object and going through the focal point. But it is not possible as such a ray will not meet the mirror. So we must use the third ray. A ray coming from the tip of the object and going through the center of curvature. But that does not seem to be possible. So we make a small change. Instead of drawing a ray diagram from the candle tip to center of curvature, we consider a ray that comes from the tip and goes in such direction that it would go through the center of curvature. If extended backwards, this ray is normal to the surface and so will be reflected along the same line in positive direction and will go through the center of curvature. So the first light ray, in which direction it is moving? In the parallel direction. According to whom? In the parallel to the principal axis, the light ray is going towards the surface of the mirror, and after instant on the mirror surface it will reflect it back. If any light ray is passing parallel to the principal axis, after the instant on the mirror, it is always going through the focal point of the mirror. And the second light ray we have taken, the light ray which is going through the focal point of the mirror, and it will go after instant on any surface, it will go parallel to the principal axis. But this light ray will not come back towards the mirror, and there is no chance to meet the mirror surface. That's why we are not taking this light ray, that means second light ray. And we have another chance. What is that? The light ray which is going through the center of curvature. The line which is going through the center of curvature we are taking here. Why we are taking this means, when any light ray is going through the center of curvature, it always comes back in the same path but in the opposite direction. That means this light ray will comes back, and from here it will reach us. But we are drawing the extended light ray which meets the mirror surface. And we know already one thing: if any line drawn from the center of curvature to the mirror surface, it is always normal line to this mirror. Then next one, we notice that the two reflected rays diverge and will not meet. While doing the experiment for case such as this, we were unable to find any place where we get a sharp image on the screen. This ray diagram tells us that since the reflected rays are diverging, we will not get image in any way. So even if we had moved the screen much away from the mirror, we would not have found an image. So here, if you want to get any image, means these two lines will meet together or intersect with each other like this. This is the first light ray, this is the R1 first light ray, and this is the second light ray R2, and both these are after incident on the mirror surface, it is reflected back, and both these two light rays are incident. Both these two light rays are incident at point A, and that's why the sharp image is formed here. And here it is not possible to, there is no chance to meet the two light rays which are diverging away, and that's why the image is not forming here. There is no chance. That's why if you take a screen, and moving away, how much distance you are taking the screen away from the mirror, also we are not able to get the image. The next one, in such situations we do see an image when we look in the mirror. Is it possible to explain this image with a ray diagram? Then is there any chance to get the image from the mirror? And is there any chance to see the image from the mirror? Let us learn. Remember what we did to find the image in a plane mirror. To decide the position of the image, we extended the reflected rays backwards till they meet. We will do the same here. When we look in the mirror, we are looking at these diverging reflected rays. They appear to be coming from one point. We can guess the point by extending the rays backwards as showing in the figure. The image does not really exist the way we see in other cases, but it is visible to us. So here these two light rays are diverging with each other. That's why there is no chance to meet with each other, and that's why in the first case, if you want to get the image, we extended back the light rays. Here also, if you are extending these light rays, and there is a chance there is a chance to meet to these light rays, these two light rays, and there will be the image forming, and there will be the image forming. And how the image will be? How the image will be means here the image size will be like this. The image size will be like this. If you want to get the image means we are extending these two light rays in the backward direction, and at certain point these two light rays will meet each other, and this will be the formation of image. As seen in figure, the image will be erect and enlarged. Does this match with your observations? And this image is erected and enlarged. Erected and enlarged. It looks like blurred. This image what we get by extending the rays backwards is called virtual image. We cannot get this on the screen like a real image. And this image is called virtual image. This image is called virtual image, and we cannot catch this image on the screen like a real image. This case in which the object is at the center of the curvature is another interesting situation. From the ray diagram, we can conclude that the image of the object will form at the same distances as the object and will be inverted and same size. What is your observation? And if you are keeping any object at the center of curvature, if you are keeping any object at center of curvature, the image of the object will be the same. At the same point, it will be formed and it will be inverted. Think and discuss. Do you get any image, an image when object is placed at F? So once check this. Let us take a concave mirror, and this is the principal axis P, and this one is the focal point F, and this one is the center of curvature C. So let us take a concave mirror, and the object is kept at the focal point of the mirror. Then we are checking here the object image, it can be formed or not. And what is the first light ray? We have taken each and every time parallel light ray, which is going to the parallel to the principal axis. After incident on the mirror surface, what is happening here? It will reflected back, and it is going through the focal point of the mirror, and it is going through the focal point of the mirror, and this is the first light ray. And what is the second light ray? If any light ray is going through the focal point of the mirror, so it goes like this from this, but it is not possible like this. If any light ray is taking here, it is going to the focal point of the mirror. That means it is going downwards to the focal point, from the down to the candle. So it is not possible. So that's why we are taking the another light ray, and which is going through the center of curvature, which is going to the center of curvature. And if any light ray is going, we know about that, if any light ray is going through the center of curvature, and it will reflect back in the same path but in the opposite direction, and we are extending this, and it meets the mirror at certain point. And you can observe here both these light rays are going parallel with each other, and they are diverging with each other. That's why the image is forming at infinite distance. So that's why we cannot get the image. And next one, from the ray diagrams and the observations, you may have noticed some peculiar properties of concave mirrors. They enlarge the image when the object is held close to the mirror, less than the focal length. Also, the image is erect. This property is used in many places and most commonly in shaving mirrors and mirrors used by dentists. So, and what is the character of the image formed on the concave mirrors? And you can see here the image size is larger than the object size, and this image is virtual image, and it is erected and enlarged image. So that means we are seeing the object bigger size than the original object. So that's why these concave mirrors are mainly using in the shaving mirrors and the using by the dentist. Mainly these are using in shaving mirrors and using by the dentist also. Shaving mirrors and using by the dentists. The next one. Another property is the way that it can convert the rays to its focal point. This is extensively used in many places. Look at the shape of TV dish antennas. And we are observing one thing here. How many light rays are coming towards the mirror surface, and after instant on the mirror surface, and those are always going through the focal point only. Not only this one, if you are drawing any light ray always going through the focal point of the mirror, and that's why they are converging at one point. And these are the TV antennas dishes are made by using this law only. If you look around, you will see many curved surfaces, but all surfaces are not concave. Many of these are convex, and we are seeing a number of curved surfaces at our homes and in our surroundings, but all those are not belongs to the concave mirrors. In some are there belongs to the convex mirrors. Have you observed the rear view mirrors of a car? So have you observed, if you are traveling in the vehicle, side mirrors will be there, and have you observed or not? What did you observe on the mirrors? What type of surface do they have, and which type of surface those are containing? Have you observed image formed on the rear and window glasses of car? What type of surfaces are these? And this about this topic we shall learn in the next class.